pistol.
Okay. Keeps hosting.
Yep.
You saved the game.
I have posted.
Cannot see you
No, you're
online.
invisible.
You are hiding, sheep.
I've been for a
I'm
month and a
always
half.
invisible. Do I not have Teen in my friends list?
You do. You're just invisible.
Why
Yeah, but I can,
Why don't you like us, sheep?
I can see Rahul.
Because Jonas isn't invisible. I can join the same game as he is in.
Sure.
Come in with me. Oh, it's download and disable automatically. Look at that. Incredible.
Remember to change your difficulty, Jones.
No.
No, you want to play on easy now.
Yeah, I'm on easy now.
Won the game. I've earned this
Yeah,
victory lap.
I like to put it easiest to bully the game.
And do really well and post the screenshots online for cloud.
Yep.
For 30 full map victory.
Everything is a heroic victory. Ah.
Look at us dominating on very hard, though.
Yeah. Smashing it.
So the highest reasonable difficulty because legendary is bullshit.
Well, because then this crash wouldn't have worked.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You can't. You just can't. You can play legendary single player if you want, but in multiplayer it's just.
The amount of bugs and crashes
Mm-hmm.
makes it so that it deletes your save game when you try to get in.
Okay.
So maybe we could download an extra difficulty mod for people who are actually good at the game. You know?
There are.
Yeah.
I think like Grimhammer and like a lot of those Russian mods does a lot of that stuff.
How about a battle?
Oh, another one. Yes, good. The end times have not started yet. We are furtively waiting for it.
Maybe the end times of the friends we made along the way.
That's what I've.
That's all the other times we've tried.
Okay.
Lots of skating with lots of magic.
Okay.
Kill the wizard.
That is a lot of magic.
He still only has warp mapping. Poisoned Globadier catapults with launchers?
Yeah, mortars.
I don't like that.
Oh, they're very
I
nasty.
don't like that at all.
Very nasty.
But we'll see how much Dressel can do. This is like a upgraded special city garrison with a full stack.
Battle of Nagassiar.
I could oversolve it, but I would lose all my infantry.
It
takes a long time to recruit those.
It's the classic Skaven map.
Dread Quake all over them.
I do like the big Skaven rat heads up in the cliffs up there, like over the city.
Someone had like a mood and just carved a giant rat.
Yeah.
So where do we think is the best place to sort of there's some holes in the walls.
I think we just look for the holes. Yeah, on the left.
Over here, walk through.
Yeah, I think we just walk in there. What do we have? We have shooties. They all want to be on the walls, ideally, but...
I guess we walk in there. Do we have anything flying? Because those mortar guns is gonna be... We need to somehow get to those poison wind mortars.
Yeah.
Oh my. So if it's flying.
Oh my.
Sheep.
And yeah, we just have really good infantry, so we should probably just walk in.
Take this. Sheep you take. So the speedy kill guys.
Alright. They will also just walk in.
My melee infantry. Right.
Well, they have super towers, so we need to move.
Mm-hmm. Or kill the tower.
Yes, also works.
I think there's only one that can hit us. What's the Dreadcreek go there?
There's even a spot where the cavalry is, where neither tower can actually hit anything.
It's
That
pretty
seemed like
damaged
an
though. I've got
oversight
3
of
hell
game
cannons.
engineering.
God. But then they have the catapults in there.
Oh,
like,
yep, they are catapulting. Run!
That tower's going down quick though.
Yeah.
Oh, there's another tower on the corner there. It also needs a
Corner?
bit of a shooting.
Which one?
This one.
Oh yeah.
Salve on that.
This Ice Forged Legion is incredibly powerful.
Really good. Really good. Drashoth starts casting, the whole thing just burns. How is a Dreadquake firing like from outside in here? Well, I guess there are holes in the ceiling. That takes some sniping though. Ooh, that really hurt them.
His prowess as a caster is pretty good.
He's bringing the fire, I'm sure.
On clan rats on the Kadai and the
Rattling guns!
Sentinels.
Watch out for the rattling guns, Buck. I'm moving in here. Maybe I shouldn't, but I am.
Okay.
Or did you just want to chill? I'll
I
chill.
mean, it's fine. They don't really have towers anymore.
Guess that's true.
Bombarding their range stuff, so it should be okay.
Fair enough.
Okay, he doesn't want to do anything while getting shot. He just sort of keeps stuck in his animation.
So many units all the way on the right over there for some reason.
He's moving it over though. Oh, oops.
Wait for more magic points.
a new Dreadquake mortar on walls?
I mean, I think so.
Don't see why not.
I just
They
threw it
they
on
are
here.
really bunched up like here on those
Get the
walls.
storm vermin.
Yeah.
Let's see what it does.
Oh, careful with the cannons. Hit me pretty hard.
Yeah, the AoE effect doesn't seem to work on walls though.
Found this sweet little corner where it keeps sending up a unit. It's blasted into smithereens. Oh, just climb this guy up there. See what that does for me.
Yeah, the Dreadquake shooting the wall doesn't seem to be super effective.
Could you use this Kadai to intercept the guy stabbing at the cannons?
Oh, yep.
It seems like they're being a bit of a nuisance.
Oh, there you go. They exploded. Oh, the Dreadquake. The Dreadquake. It
Oh,
should extend it.
oh boy.
Oh boy. That was painful. They changed the visual of the AoE effect, didn't they?
No.
Does it always look like that?
Yeah.
I guess there hasn't been a patch in months, so
Hot fix. The Dreadquake effect needs to be fixed immediately.
we're aware of all these issues, so we changed some visuals. That would be pretty funny.
Release another free LC hero.
Ah, it is. Then again, I would be happy with a free LC here.
Rhesus' smaller brother, Mises.
Oh, okay.
Second.
Just a random scaven from other books.
His nieces.
I want the Reichsmarshal, Kurt Hellborg.
Mr. Sneezes.
Sneezes. Oh no.
It's a Skaven Seven Dwarves of Snow White themed DLC.
Ah.
The grumpy Skaven and the lumpy Skaven. And the
They're
dumpy
both.
Wumpy Skaven.
Yeah, there's also Dumpy Skaven.
That's what the people wanted.
Yeah. We heard. We took a poll. We also renamed Karl Franz after the poll to Boatimac Boatface.
We had a poll to see what the people want, and it turns out the shareholders want money.
So here comes picture of Grease's gold tooth.
and you can own it as a unique, uncopyable picture of Princess Goldtooth.
Ah.
You can do
Only 99 euros and 99 cents. If you click
you
the
can be the only one.
if you click the best deal option, you know, you get most of your money's worth.
Do you though?
Then you will own this link to a picture of Princess Goldtooth.
Yeah, that's your link.
Yeah, and people can use it just fine. There's really nothing stopping them. But you know,
Yeah, people can just right click and save as image, and you know, but you own it though.
but would they?
Yeah.
What would they do?
No one would be that crude, certainly.
It is
Well, the point of
interesting
it-
how hard a technology that is actually generally interesting and potentially useful has suffered because of NFTs.
It's
Or because of the initial implementation, the initial absurd implementation of NFTs.
I don't know anything about
What technology?
like what good NFTs could ever do, because it is tainted beyond all reckoning to me.
Yeah.
Like anyone says NFT, I'm like, nope. I have stopped listening. I do not listen
as
to
a
you.
DM, if you buy this NFT, then you can use the class that is a picture of. So if you have a picture of a, you know, a barbarian, half-orc barbarian, you can play a half-orc or a barbarian. You know?
But
But
what
you
if
gotta be lucky because they're randomized in packs you buy.
in these loot boxes?
Welcome to D&D Next.
But what if I want an angry Bavarian instead?
Well, then you gotta get the lesser-known states of Germany pack.
Ah.
Then you can maybe be lucky, or you might get something like you know, a Düsseldorfer.
Oh no, I don't want a Düsseldorfer.
A random Saxon. You know?
Hashtag random Saxon. Yeah, no. It's
Then you can.
it's Bavarian or bust for me, if you ask me.
Well, then you just gotta. I mean, if you're willing to invest,
I am.
you know that because of course it's an investment. It'll be worth something someday.
Oh, it's worse. Like these famous people who invested like so much in this crap and it's worth absolutely nothing, which is something anyone could have told them immediately upon looking at it. Be like, is this worth anything? No.
I mean, it's just Beanie Babies again, isn't it?
It is. It really is.
It's silly. I mean, the blockchain technology is actually very intriguing. Like decentralized proof of ownership. That's cool. Like you can do things with that. And
Okay.
the first thing that was done with that is to sell pictures of badly drawn monkeys.
What can you do with it though? I don't see the this exciting implementation.
I mean, I don't want to defend EVE Online or the company behind it because they are probably a bit too obsessed with the idea of blockchain technology and all that. But for a game that has a very significant and important economy like EVE Online, because it's entirely player economy based, the ability to basically have the proof of ownership of in-game items not rely on them can have huge performance implications.
But doesn't it rely on them though? Like without the game, there's no ownership.
Yeah, it does. It still relies on the game, sure. But the proof of ownership would be handled like in the blockchain, which could have performance advantages because the EVE Online servers don't need to bother.
So the argument is performance rather than anything else.
Performance and also third-party things. The obvious one would be, okay, you can have like gambling websites, for example, that can handle all the ownership changes automatically without having to go via the official APIs and all that. It's not a great use, obviously, but it is one of them. Like that would be in my opinion, legitimate use of like this sort of technology, assuming I'm understanding it correctly and I'm not talking about nonsense that isn't actually true. But I think that's one of the things. So that would be sort of useful. It's just anytime you need proof of ownership, blockchain technology works. it's so rare that it's actually relevant. Because for your average game, for like your World of Warcraft and whatnot, it makes no sense because ownership isn't actually that important there. Like, yeah, you have your account, you have your items, you have your auction house, but it's like, okay, the items don't actually have value important enough to bother with blockchain technology. And it has no advantage either.
Yeah. I
But it
feel
basically allows the ability to do like third-party shenanigans with websites being able to, well, with you being able to trade those items externally without ever involving like the actual service they're used in.
yeah, it might be a situation where that's going to be important in the future, but I feel it's like 10 years out or something, and the first introduction of it is like, it's like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
But if you-
it's this technology that seems enticing, but people are trying so hard to find like the first innovative use for it that they just take this cool tech and just use it for something so incredibly stupid.
Oh god, that collapsed the wall. Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, and all the units took like a whole lot of damage.
Yep, because they fell
Wow.
down the wall. That if that was intentional, that was a master play by the AI. It nuked the wall I was standing on. Inconceivable. Yeah, most of the blunderbusses are now at like quarter health because of that. But we're getting there. We're getting up. Shots out.
It turns out their clanstone makes flying units not able to move.
Oh yeah, Howling Warp Gale. Would be good if you had any rattlings left. Could certainly put the hurt on Drasel. Good old Drazzy. Yeah, I think it's also because like most of the use so far has been very scammy and scummy.
Yeah.
It's like, this MMO where you could NFT own a plot of land in the real world, maybe. It's like, what was it called? Earth, or whatever the dumb fucking thing was called. You basically purchased to like own a picture of a street.
Yeah. I mean, it's
I'm
David.
trying to desperately think of an example of another technology that has potential but was just used for instantly scummy means. Or even to make one up, but it's so difficult.
It's because it's such an egregious, it's extra scummy, you know?
It wasn't even effective. Like,
It suckered in some like dumb celebrity people and also a whole bunch of like,
yeah, but I'm sure the celebrity people got
bros.
paid for it anyway.
I mean they did, yes, but they also suckered in a lot
they,
of
they
tech
got their
bros.
money.
Who I hate tech bros. I'm sorry. It's just you're.
I mean, the issue is, I mean, one legitimate use of blockchain technology is, of course, the currencies like Bitcoin and stuff. That is blockchain technology, and that got really valuable for a while, and a lot of people made a lot of money. So, oh god, could I get shot?
But they
So
made a lot of
when you're
money in that scammy way.
I
Right?
mean,
I mean, that's just.
I can't
speculation.
comment on that, but it's basically okay. This one blockchain technology made people into millionaires over like a year or so, And now we have this new technology, so I want to get in on that immediately because the same thing might happen, right?
Yeah. It's the same with Bitcoin stuff,
I'll
or
be
it's just,
rich.
or like hashtag stonks, like all of this stuff is like, ugh. It is a version of a pyramid scheme in that there a few people get very rich and then they preach to everyone else who believe they can get rich but don't realize that all their money is going to be taken by the few people at the top.
Well, Jonas, I feel like socialism has never worked, and you're arguing against the capital right now. You know.
All I'm saying is that capitalism certainly has its advantages, but I don't think it is the best system that has ever existed in the history of ever. It could probably be something better. Because it seemingly has some flaws. That's all I'm saying.
Main.
Now, is that flaw North Korea? I don't think so. Like, I don't think we go like communist. I don't think that's the solution.
Yes, the great leading example.
Yeah.
North Korea.
Yeah, North
But
Korea.
I understand that he is really good at golfing and has made holes in ones like
Constantly, yeah. No, he's
6
very.
million times in a row.
He is very good at that.
So,
But is that
like,
a reason to convert to communism? Is communism making his golf better?
well, clearly it's making it worse.
Yes, it's
So-
true. It can't get. So whatever happens, my golf game will not get hurt by communism. Is what you say?
Yeah,
Alright.
that will convince the
If
bourgeois.
if you measure quality of life in inverse golf strokes,
Yeah.
then North Korea is onto something.
Allegedly, at least.
But there's a museum. It's documented.
You can't just write a book. No, wait, people can't just make a website.
Yeah.
Just real quick, devil's advocate for capitalism.
Uh-huh.
It is, as far as I'm aware, the only ideology that redirects personal gain to the greater good, in theory. Like, you want to make a lot of money in capitalism, and the system sort of tries to turn that greed into something that makes the entire system work.
Yeah, I mean, you want to make a lot of money. Best way to make a lot of money is to exploit as much as you possibly can.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
is the exact reason why that just doesn't work.
The thing with capitalism is that by itself, it is a monster. So you need government to rein it in. You need government to be like, hey, some of this greed, as you said, we need to turn it into something useful. And we do that with taxation and other stuff like that. If you leave it unchecked, it becomes this dystopian nightmare. Hey, there we go.
The
Scale
good
up
it can
on-
provide is only limited by the human ability to be cruel,
Yes,
which, as we
Which
know,
is limitless.
very limitless.
limitless. As if history has taught us anything, is that human cruelty is limitless.
Yeah, but one of the arguments I hear a lot is, okay, capitalism, it rewards your own ambition. Like, you want to grow, you want to earn money, you want to turn your skills into something that other people need, free market, supply, demand, all that. And in communism, I mean, if everything is already supplied, why would anyone work?
I don't think anyone actually is saying yay communism. Honestly, like that is just that doesn't work. You need some sort of probably capitalistic system, but it needs to be heavily regulated, especially from an ecological and taxation point of view. And if you can put that in, then you probably have a decent system.
Probably
But-
do a lot with just a 100% inheritance tax.
I
But
mean,
wouldn't
Everyone starts from the baseline. Yeah.
I'm happy for it to be like, hey, you know what, you have like up to let's say €1 million. That's fine, but anything above 1 million, then immediately 90% tax kicks in on anything above that, because you don't need anything more than €1 million. You
That's
have
right.
like you have everything. If you have €1 million in cash, you are like, you're done. Like, you don't need anything else. What do I need a private jet for? You don't.
You win economy.
Yeah,
There
you win
go.
at the economy. Hey, let's
it's
sell 10 million euros. We can say 10 million euros. That's fine.
like tax fraud stuff, the argument, right? Like, oh, Jeff Bezos should not pay taxes. He made all the money himself. Like, yeah, no, but what about the society that enabled him, though?
Yeah.
'Cause you know that if there weren't police, we would all like rip him apart and
Yeah, he
eat him,
seems
right?
to rely on it a lot.
So you rely a lot on
Yeah.
society, but choose not to contribute to it.
Yep.
In biology, we have a word for that. That's called a freaking parasite.
Parasite. Yeah. Yeah. It's just if you
you know what the cancer is? That's parasite cells in the body that
I think
acting as individuals.
I think you should supply proportionally to your means. That's all I'm saying. So if you are Jeff Bezos, guess what? You can supply 90% of your wealth, and you would still live like a goddamn king for the rest of your lives. You don't need to go to space. You just don't. Let governments go to space. I don't need. I don't need you.
Government, Jonas, it's ruled by people.
Oh no. You can only trust these tech bro billionaire geniuses that have started and built their fortune with their own two hands, although they also inherited like an emerald mine from their like slaving parents. Yeah.
Well,
It's like an all specific example that I don't think is
no.
money.
I've never heard of anyone like that. That'd be
Once
weird.
the slave mine has been, I mean, that money has been thoroughly washed,
Yes.
scrubbed clean, with much difficulty. So
Yeah.
you can't point that out. That is
That would be
not within the agreement of
very unfair to
wealth.
bring up my parents' slave mine that I built
As I
my
said,
fortune from.
I don't think we have a lot of super wealthy people whose parents weren't also super wealthy people.
Yeah.
And that therein lies the problem, right? It's not about competence. At this point, you just have, because like in free market, the more money you have, the easier it is to make more money.
Oh, like
So
the idea of
we're trending towards monopoly.
the idea of meritocracy is certainly very nice, but it doesn't really work in practice. We've certainly seen that. So again, you need regulation. You need checks and balances on this stuff.
All the problems come with you have like rampant nepotism and
Yeah, but that's what comes with it. So, and that is a function of human being, because you do care more about Tina than you do, tech bro Bob.
Sure.
And so in situations where we come to government, you just need checks and balances and impartiality forced upon you by the system. Otherwise, it goes to hell. If you're a judge and your mom is brought before your bench, you have to recuse yourself because you are too close to it. You can't be impartial, and the system demands that of you. You just need similar things.
That said, though, I'm sure there's a method to do capitalism or at least something capitalism like that works well for us currently. But looking at Star Trek, which is my favorite example of an actual, sensible, good future.
I love Star Trek.
Wouldn't like the post-scarcity world of Star Trek be closer to communism than it is to capitalism? If you just have an abundance of resources and automated labor where nobody really has to work for anything ever.
I don't know.
Yeah. I would say that's more like anarchism, really.
I mean, Star Trek is fascinating. It's a fascinating example, and I honestly think that even in a world where I don't have to go to work, and sit in a dusty office filing things for 8 hours a day, maybe I would go to space and explore. Maybe I would do something fun instead, And that seems pretty good.
Nothing.
Yeah, that seems pretty good to me. So I think the like, oh, if everything is applied, no one will do anything. I'm like, no, I don't think that's true at all.
We'll just all be fat and lazy. Like,
Star Trek exactly says that. Like, if you don't have to work, then people suddenly want to work.
Yeah.
At the thing they are good at.
Yeah, that they're interested in.
Like there are engineers, there are like workers of all types. They do the job because they know the job has to be done and they want to do it.
Yeah.
So
But
it's a great optimistic.
in
Yeah.
theory, the universe has more energy than we could ever use. And it's just being beamed out of suns and stars left and right. Like it's wasted in empty space. Plenty of it. We also have more material. Like we got plenty of barren planets that we're never going to do anything with, full of all the sorts of resources that the universe supplies. So all that is there to do is to harness those things, and then I mean, unless somehow a billionaire like traps humans on Earth to ensure continued scarcity while mining the asteroids and limiting this, unless that, you could have a society where, like, once material has no value, once energy has no value, and once automation reaches a sufficient level so that labor has no value, nothing has any value ever. You can have as much of everything as you want. Then the only thing that has value is like human intuition.
I think people, there is people need a little bit of existentialism in their lives, being like, what is the meaning of my life, right? And the meaning of your life is what you make of it. Like you decide what your meaning is, and as long as you're chained to a desk, working a dumb job, then yeah, it might be difficult for you to realize that dream or that whatever meaning you have, because you believe that this is all there is. So if you're freed from that, you might actually be a way better person. I don't think, like, what do you go to war for if there aren't any point to it? You know what I mean? People are like, no, I don't really. Well, what does it matter? And again, I feel Star Trek is incredibly optimistic, and I love it for it. It is my favorite. It is the future I dream of. It's the Star Trek future. I hope that comes.
There's this idea that our society has become much more relaxed and like easier, over time. And in some regards, certainly it has, like, medically, so we like having modern medicine and such. But a lot of the medicine problems we have nowadays are created by ourselves. Our own exposure to various like plastics and poisons and such.
Sure.
Like in nature, like a lion, for example, right? It needs to work 2 hours a day to feed itself and take care of everything it needs to do. The rest of the time, it pretty much just sleeps and plays and runs around doing stuff that it feels like doing. That's sort of the natural state of things. Is a few hours to sustain yourself, a bunch of time to make sure your family's doing okay, and that you're not being eaten by something really nasty. So you'd think we have a very efficient society with machines and robots and roads and stuff. We can do a lot of things, but it doesn't really manifest in a lot of ways. Because ultimately money is time, right? We convert our time into money, which we then convert into things that we want.
Certainly.
Which means the more money you have, the more efficiently you can spend your time.
Test me at your peril.
Just I just think that people are so convinced that the current way of running things is the only and the best way to do it. I think they lack imagination, and they're not helping.
I honestly don't think a lot of people have thought about it.
Yeah, of course not.
Like,
because
the
in
idea
a sense,
that we live under an
but
ideological regime is not
in a
present.
sense, capitalism won. The ideology of capitalism completely defeated any opponents it had, and now paints any suggestion that it might not be the most perfect system ever as that you're some sort of crazy person. I would say, you're quite sane if you think about these things a bit.
How did we get to this topic?
We talked about
NFTs, right?
tech growth
NFTs.
and DLC for this game.
Yep. That's how we got here. Oh, this has been your futurist hour on on Saturday morning. I want to be a futurist. I want to sit around and think about the future.
Philosopher.
Yeah. Philosopher seems to have it pretty good. Yes,
I don't know. I feel like they're poor, most of them.
Oh yeah, completely, absolutely
You know,
destitute.
a lot of
Of
time.
course, there's no money in it
It's sort of the
whatsoever.
starving artist, but except
Ah,
instead of a painting, you now have some thoughts.
no, Manikai. What you do is that you create a Patreon and you start saying things about wokeness, and then you have your money forever.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Is that the modern equivalent of a
Okay.
philosopher?
Is that good?
No,
Would you say
that
that is a
is.
good way to be?
Oh
Is that
no, I would say that you
something
are
society should try to achieve?
you are a one of these like low level Sith creatures at that point. But I say that's what you do if you want a lot of money and you have a like a philosophical inclination, I suppose.
I don't know. I feel like it's a short-term plan.
I mean, yeah,
I feel like we're all getting pretty tired of those types, and
yeah.
You don't think that's a valid career?
no, I don't think so. I do see when I go past like high schools and colleges, though they have ads that's like, do you know that influencers are mostly in the middle education? You should definitely continue your education to become an influencer. I'm like, oh no, you do not want to. I know that that's what the youth wants, but it's not real. We all know that's not an actual option.
It's difficult. You're throwing a bottled message into an ocean full of bottled messages and hope that yours picks up. It's difficult. Would not recommend.
I obviously do watch quite a few like mid-sized YouTubers on YouTube, and it is quite what's the word? I don't know, but when they like drop the mask sometimes and are like, hey, if YouTube goes under, I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do.
Yes.
And that is a scary thought, isn't it? Because YouTuber, it can be an incredibly lucrative career currently. Like if you make it big with just probably equal parts luck and effort,
For sure.
you can really earn some cash. But what happens if the third-party service you rely on, changes, or the landscape changes? Like,
that's why
can you transfer those skills you've gotten to a different career?
So my answer to that, Sheep, is blockchain. If
Yeah.
I digitally own my NFT videos on the blockchain, no one can stop me.
But at the same time, that thought of, hey, well, what do I do if my current career doesn't work out? Do I have transferable skills? Like, that's a very capitalistic mindset too, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
Like, the thought that you are working something currently that you just want to do because you're good at it and it's fun. I mean, that is something. And it doesn't need to create marketable skills for you, does it? Like, it shouldn't need to advance your overall career. Like, doing anything that doesn't advance your career shouldn't be like a detriment.
True. I can agree to that. I guess an idealistic, it shouldn't.
Yeah, it shouldn't.
But you could say the same about like just doing the right thing in general is detrimental to you in our current system.
That's a way to put it.
Like, you're gonna get poorer if you're a conscious consumer than if you're not.
Yep. True.
So you're actually financially punished for doing things that would help the overall good and the state of the world.
I read just the other day, like yesterday, I read that the state of Texas has started a new tax. If you buy an electric vehicle, you need to pay like several hundred dollars extra in just registration fees, quote unquote. It's just disincentivize people from buying an electric vehicle. Stuff like that. You look at it, and you're like,
even further though.
You look at that, and you're like, that is corruption and just short-sightedness in a way that, ugh.
Why?
Exactly. Well, because Texas is a big oil producer, and if you go with electric vehicles, you don't sell any gas. So the big oil
Oil
companies
wants to keep there.
will want to stop all of these electric vehicles. Like you work at like a tobacco industry, you know for a fact that what you do kills people. But the money, glorious money.
Should I just simply give them the gun? I don't ask them to pull the trigger.
Yeah, there's a demand, therefore I have to fill this demand with my
It is
supply.
my capitalistic duty to make sure that
I would.
it very much you very quickly become sort of a butterwell mustache twirling monopoly man when you get to that level of like, oh, but someone's gotta do it. Might as well be me. But no, someone's don't gotta do it though.
I would say it is corruption, Isaac Hammer, because the government lets itself be bought by private interests in a way that is obviously detrimental to the good and future of mankind.
It's the same you have nowadays. I see on the news here at least a lot of talk about legislating more like mobile games and such.
Yeah.
People begin to realize that wait, we're putting our like 6-year-olds into sort of a psychological combat with these apps made by lifelong like psychological sort of manipulators, trained and expertly paid to do this.
Yep.
And we think the kids have any sort of chance of actually withstanding the barrage of play more, do this, buy stuff that they're being bombarded with.
Yeah.
They're children. They have no way to defend themselves.
It's it was at least in Sweden illegal to make advertisements pointed at children. Like you couldn't do it. It was forbidden by law to do that. But I don't think that extends to mobile games.
We have a lot of like mobile game apps and stories like, oh, this child played for 12 hours and passed out, and this young man has never been to school because he skips every day to play mobile games.
Yeah.
I don't remember where, but there's a country that's actually illegal to put like cartoon characters on groceries and stuff, which I think is a really interesting way to do it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you look at it, you're like, we see what you're doing. This is obvious what you're doing here, and we say no, just no.
Oh, don't be an asshole. We'll take your stuff, and then we have a jury of our peers, and if they judge that you are an asshole, then we'll take your stuff.
No, you cannot purchase the jury of peers.
It's not for sale.
But that is why you see so much culture war, because politics is downstream from culture. So if you can change the culture, then you can change politics. That's why these right-wing idiots are starting to always find the weakest in society and start like painting that as a devil. It's been people of different colored skin. There is people of a different sexual orientation than you. And there's always some group that they attack, and it's usually the weakest one they can find. It's been that way through history. It's that way today, and you just need to recognize it and be like, no, you need to stop. You're vicious and evil, just straight up.
Some people just want to be pathetic losers, and yeah.
Eric victory, and I lose all my hobgoblins. I don't think so.
I mean, hobgoblins.
Yeah, but I don't want to spend the time re-recruiting them because I need this army active right now.
Oh well.
That's
we'll fight this. I think we can win this pretty easily.
Remember those Medusae?
We have artillery, and this is a field battle.
We have Death Shrieker. Let's just use the single target rocket. Let's see if it works.
Good, yeah.
Let's see if that works.
Should be good against the Hydra as well.
Not a battle, it's a test.
It's like a field test.
What is this map?
That's an interesting choke point map.
3 choke points are too many now.
It's a lot of choking. There's that little cubby hole on the right there, though.
Yes, that's where you go if you're a beastman. Then got deploy everything in there.
Oh, it's a river. Looked like there were like 3 mountains just.
It is a
Oh, this
river.
is great.
It is late.
I like the look of this map. It looks neat.
Yeah, I mean, all the Cathay maps are nice. There's just not much reason to play in the region anymore.
What is he doing with his deployment here? What?
He wants to
Ah.
cross over. He hates the middle path.
He hates the middle.
Okay.
So we just,
I guess we
go,
deploy on the right.
go. Yeah. On the
Yeah.
right.
Guess we can do
Where,
that.
though? I thought we had a better shooting arc. Yes.
The right has a pretty good shooting arc.
Yeah, I agree. I was looking from the other side. Thus, the right that you're deploying on was my left.
Oh.
I was like, but no. And then I put my camera. I was like, yes, that makes sense. Ah,
Skazaus fires.
I mean, I don't really have a front line to be worried about. Got a lot of shooties. Maybe I should put dwarfs in front, but I care about the hobgoblins less. I just don't want to lose like 8 units of hobgoblins for no reason.
All guns will be fine. They have 30 armor or something and shields.
Well, they'll be okay. Yeah, let's go, I guess.
but yeah. I feel like we need more Cathay factions.
There is coming next
Flesh out the
next DLC is Cathay and Siege apparently. But yes, there are at least 4 or 5 more like siblings of the Dragon Emperor that they could use.
You just have to figure out some fun way to
Yep.
make them diverse.
Yep. Ooh, that was a skill shot.
I'm just
Through the arch.
that
Wow.
tiny gap.
Use a Medusa on like
Okay.
chariots.
Oh,
Okay.
that rocket actually did quite a lot.
Yeah, okay. Yes, there's Medusa on chariots, blood rack shrines. Such a weird thing. It's like we put the Medusa on a chariot and she's in a little bowl with water, so she's happy.
But now she can like move faster.
She has a mirror, I guess. I don't actually know what the blood rack does exactly. Terror, spell resist, missile resist, aura of agony. Okay, debuffs things.
But it's
And
ranged.
buffs.
You don't want to put it in things.
Buffs their own, but that's kind of what it does. So it's a buffer. That's fine. Let's dive forward here.
Move the Kadai just like a step further forward.
Certainly.
That'll do.
Yeah, the rocket is actually doing pretty good against the blood red.
We found the reason for it.
I guess like the large, I don't know, flag explosion or whatever it is more of a secondary mode. Oh Jesus, those hobgoblins got sliced in half pretty quick. Maybe we just charge them now. No idea.
Oh, shrines down.
Oh, what is that he's casting? Nothing. Okay.
Well, you can line up against the others. I'll take care of the stragglers here on the
Yep.
side. Soul Stealer. Oh, Flock of Doom. Okay. Oh. Oh, Charybdis coming in.
Yes.
That's gonna be good. Ah, nice shot.
Oh, so those comments. Just a single spell or whatever. I'm just gonna end this battle immediately so I don't lose a unit to friendly fire or something.
Alright.
I mean, that was better than losing like 8 units of hobgoblins.
Certainly. And we found something good for the Death Shrieker to do.
I mean, it
Just
still
another-
didn't do amazing. I think a Hellkiner is still just better.
Yeah. If I had to pick one of them, Hellcan would definitely be the thing. But at least it was good at single target destroying things.
Gorndok.
It's
Let's see. Have... Very nice. Kick these guys out and then start the recruitment. Time.
Gorndok. Dark. Sabarartun.
Let's equip you with something. Ever-changing blade.
Χάσου
I think aiming to get those prototype mega mortars in every province seems pretty good.
I like the idea.
Especially since they support adjacent regions as well.
Yep. Just bristling with can.
Mortars everywhere.
Yeah.
It's just a question of money at this point, though. They aren't cheap.
They are
Yeah,
not.
it's true. I am quite rich at this point, though. Probably support another really good army.
Not a lot of land.
I'm pretty rich as well. Mostly investing it in like building up
Yeah, I'm just
infrastructure. But
economy.
but yes, in places now that I have a slot open, I'm definitely considering the mortars.
Hmm.
Definitely.
Is Dokok Fatatak.
Not sure if the level 2 mortar is worth it though. Probably not.
I don't know what it does. Just another shot.
It makes the ability better and also gives you an extra use.
Extra use is pretty good.
I actually like the increased decreased enemy movement range, which
True, it also does
10%
that.
less move range for enemies that in the region.
It is pretty good.
Only local region though.
Yeah,
Very
but
much
if you have that
depends on the
everywhere, it might slow down something significantly.
Which means 25% for enemies starting to turn in the region.
Yeah, the cooldown on the ability is so high that speed use is almost hard to use. on battle. Yeah, it's better than not having.
Hey,
Oh, Throg is back. Military lines now. No, Throg, no. You're small and pathetic. Oh, waiting for Tina. You were great once, but not any longer.
Once upon a time. It's turn 100 and nothing has happened yet.
What's happened yet?
But it will.
Surely.
Yes? A question mark? Why certainly.
Conquering and fighting, you know.
Incredibly silly if nothing happened after all. Ha ha ha. Ha.
If this game had bugs, that would be funny, right?
Oh, perish the thought. It's a perfect game. Oh, I'm inspired. Let's get a Dreadquake. Want a Dreadquake up in Soothbar so I can bombard into dumbass vampire counts.
Do you think they stack if you get two of those things in like the?
I mean, I can only hope.
Maybe we get mortars in adjacent regions.
I'm pretty sure they do, yeah.
Do you get more uses, or do you get two different cooldowns?
More
uses, surely.
uses, probably.
Then you're just gonna spam it.
If you get multiple uses, that would be great. Just 3 of them come down.
Wow.
I'm here for it, but
You want it?
mm.
You guys. Where did Zartan go?
Where in the world is Satan the Black?
Where is he? Oh, there he is. Oh, he doesn't show up in the overview map because he's in a garrison, sure.
I see many guys doom stacks rolling in.
Mm-hmm.
Good, good.
They're gathered now. We can fight them. And all vectors. Then probably south. Bring them stuff down. Consolidate the eastern Badlands. I see you're taking the western ones. Do you plan to go further down the beach here, or?
No, I'm taking out Warsag. That's the plan.
Okay. And then north into the Empire.
Yep.
You sort of covered all the old world there.
Pretty much.
The wide front line.
Very
You're almost
wide.
within range of the Wood Elves, so
I see them. I see them almost.
you can go take them out. Something about a brothers' war at some point. Or the beard. Yeah. Still mad about that?
Order the beards. Yep, yep.
I think I might shop for another one of these upgrades for my units. Which ones? Which ones need it?
Even the melee ones are good, but it's so very pricey because I have so many of them.
Yeah.
What would Sundering Attack give him? Cost 300 per turn. Okay, not too bad.
Sundering doesn't seem worth it.
Really? I like it.
Your melee units are not really the damage dealers usually.
Oh, but the guns are.
The guns are, exactly.
And
Could go.
plan currently works. They're all in melee.
Could go physical resist 10%. Could go glittering scales. That's fine, it's not bad. Charge reflection is fun. If your charges them, just gets their own hurt. Oh. Going to guns certainly has its.
Frenzy is not bad.
Mm.
Not
Yeah,
amazing.
I currently have frenzy and physical resistance on my melee dudes.
War machines.
Not sure about the friendly though, honestly.
War machines. Extra powder on the war machine seems worth it though.
Put some. What else do I actually have in my armies? Mostly guns and melee guys. So.
Yep. Certainly true.
But it's nice that it scales. I mean, that just means that the other guys are cheap to add stuff to.
Barrier points on the demon units could be fun.
Gosh.
Unbreakable.
A bit more.
Unbreakable on them might be good. Never suffer from leadership losses. They can't like disintegrate anymore. They just fight until death. Let's do that.
That's actually really good.
Yep.
Is that a block chance?
There's a blockchain. Invest in the blockchain.
Barrier. We can make some of those demons really strong.
I feel like the Chaos Dwarf blockchain is something vastly different and very palpable.
Actual chain of blocks.
It's actually an actual blockchain. Let's do extra powder on everything shooting. That was very pricey. It was like 400 armaments upkeep on that thing.
Value.
Probably worth it, yeah. Don't have the money for that yet, so... One with dispatch available. Well... We have... sell... armaments for money, maybe, somewhere? It's a chunk. Convoy to myself to get some laborers for myself.
Yeah, no, I've done that. There's so many bandits now because we're all sending so many convoys.
Yeah, it's a lot of convoys going out. I don't need... How am I doing labor-wise? I think I'm doing pretty okay, actually. Yeah, we're not in a deficit anywhere, so we'll be fine for a couple of more turns.
I got plenty of laborers. I need 2,000. I have 7,000.
Oh Jesus!
It's a lot.
Could rush
I just
everything.
Just sell.
yeah.
I've been selling a lot of laborers, and it's actually very profitable.
But I just need to capture more provinces. Make use of them. But I do want more minerals, and I do want more armaments. So I can activate all of the things and all of the things.
Yeah.
Every upgrade.
What if we all confederate into one huge faction? Pool our resources.
Single player experience.
Yes,
Getting so tedious, they're like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore.
it's true. I've certainly had those games. That's why I like playing the Vampire Coast, because you just have your pirate captain sailing around like ruffle skating all over the coast. You don't need to manage anything really. Destroy my black
Play the
dragon.
the Warriors of Chaos are pretty good for that too.
Yeah, they are. Shows with halberds. Ew. Oh dear me. This child black dragon can die. Ooh, bad.
Tumlet!
Plus 1 unit capacity for Infernal Guard. Thank you. Power of Czar upgrade.
Agruasardu!
You mean you can't reach him? You're standing right in front of him. Oh,
Udiol Vendrin! Angva Grimazul! Azkul Tadumle! Afan Ardugal! Awanrag! Draj Dabaratu!
see, I guess we take care of the Skaven first.
Ashodemas!
Take Myrmidons here, because fuck it.
Sum Gata Multa Sarma! Krum! Italan Dringi!
Another tower shall rise.
Pintamingo! Maroon!
Every single one of my armies is like one step away from actually being able in range to do something.
Next turn is gonna be great.
Wait, you have movement left, and you're right in front of them. Why can you not attack? I don't understand. I guess it's just not enough.
Subjugatas!
Let's see. That in there. These forgotten provinces around like the Ogre Mountains. It's very little happening here. Which I like, I'm not complaining. It's just every now and then something pops up. It's like, oh yeah, don't forget about these. But these harbors don't seem very good for us.
No, build factories. Factories, harbors buff factories, but they're useless when you have an outpost.
Hmm.
Any harbor should be a factory. That's what I've discovered.
Yeah, like the factory houses are actually pretty good.
They add production,
Like production.
more money and armaments output from factory. It's not hard to fit them in there. A bit of a capital province with the harbor would be pretty nice. But,
Yeah, Myrmidons has one, and that one was pretty good, but the small one in Varenka Bay, or whatever it's called, that one was kinda It's a bit underwhelming. What do I even upgrade with you anymore? It's a charge bonus.
Minnu hassutudil abdarnu ergramus.
I'll be right back.
Ei, isor feos grundig parag.
What? Kara's Fate Weaver.
Brownie kubelu.
What? Military access? Yes.
He's the guy.
Sure. Welcome. Come visit.
Oh.
Okay, Pyrrhic victory. I'll take it.
Kutsibartu hassutnu. Bailmancy. Rikazenu mundring sepru. Durungan Dren. Udiol Vengrin.
Five tower. Well,
Everyone likes the level 5. Jesus. Cheap.
What?
I tried desperately to build something.
I mean, I did say that all my units are like standing in front of a tank.
It's true, you did.
I wasn't entirely exaggerating.
Aula de Fazma. Tandar Hangron Epitu. Sulahu.
How are you retreating over a river where I can't chase you? Hello? That's illegal.
Betrayal.
Ivan Kadakmunde. Ula krukma.
Let's see, is this actually a fight? Yes. Good. Oh wait, this is my hobgoblin army. Maybe I just siege this?
Wait for it
Yeah,
to
this
come
would
out.
actually be a bit of a pain to fight. No need to hurry.
Khasudzibartu.
Where can I recruit a hero?
Lakash. Migdal.
Okay. Right.
Sentus Toruk. Brutalia. Akit malut rasjahus. Draftum let. Taumansi. Uskal drasjar. Zekturia. Dakuas ta Elgram. A Kazakh. Zagov. Dum Taumansi.
Do it to it.
Tagrungron Apgru.
Oh,
Oh,
desync.
detected.
Resynchronization in progress.
No, come on.
Brace.
Z-
Cat wants food desperately, but knows well that it's in an hour she gets lunch.
No cat.
I mean, what's an hour among friends?
Passive aggressive. Well, slowly getting aggressively interjecting with anything I try to do.
Zista Ardugal Arabri.
Not enough to really get her in trouble, but enough that I sort of
That's annoying.
I know what she's doing, and she knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
Khasudanunku.
We both understand what's going on here.
Stop that.
And so do I. You can make this stop. You could just go away.
You did
If
this.
I get what I want. I guess I can only conclude you wanted this.
Did this.
Or if you persist,
Nawadan.
not give me exactly what I wanted.
Look at what
I
we
wonder
can do.
if I have a Mega Malta in, like, for example, the Valerie here, would it also apply to battles that you fight, Jonas, in your adjacent provinces?
I have no idea. We're allied. Maybe.
Maybe. That would be pretty good.
That would be pretty good.
If we assume Cathay is becoming our version of Mordor here, and then further got to put a ring in something, then it's going to just be a different journey of mega mortar shots are raining down the whole way.
I mean, the whole east is now just mega mortars pointing in all directions.
Yeah, basically.
Our fortress is built.
How did he retreat over this river? How can I can't follow him.
What foul sorcery.
Astragoth, Durahu.
CJ.
Oh no,
Oh.
again!
I guess you're not allowed to attack the provinces. I don't know.
But I want to.
No.
Game says no.
Keep installed the peaceful, the peace mod. Total peace, where nothing happens.
Total Peace could be a game about managing a concert manager simulator for hippies. You gotta order bands and buy flowers to put everywhere. Deal with the cops that come to interrupt you.
Well, that's actually an interesting thought. If I know that the Skaven crisis is gonna spawn here, and I just build like the level 2 mortars in every surrounding province,
Mm-hmm.
and have like 6 uses of the mortar, that would help.
It would. It will. If that's gonna happen. Well, I don't remember. There are conditions to make each of the factions that could return not return.
Okay.
I think if you burn down Skaven Blight, it might not become a thing because you exterminated the Skaven there.
Right.
I don't know what those conditions are though. Which makes the whole question sort of useless, I realize, but
I mean, just knowing that there are conditions to make them not appear is handy.
and that's also the same conditions as you need to do to like destroy them once they do appear. Conquer province instantly put a level 5 tower of hash shit in it, and suddenly all the surrounding units that just retreated from the battle are now taking attrition because chaos corruption exploded.
The tower just shot out.
Like sprouts. Yeah. Oh, maybe we have a big cannon in Zanak Run that just fires tungsten them into space and then arcs and smashes
Oh,
into the
yeah.
ground while we work the tower.
The 40k approach to building a fortress. Just shoot
Wow.
it down.
This mountain range down here that I'm reaching is just the edge of the world, isn't it?
Yes.
That's pretty handy.
Resh.
Quite literally.
Yeah, I actually like the southern Cathay map a lot.
It's cool. God damn. What's
I've just
happening?
never really gotten to play there, you know.
No. I think you need to play like Lokir Felhart or like Nakai, I think starts down there.
Yeah, look, it does.
It's such a weird place for him.
Yeah, what's he doing?
What does that guy do? I have no idea.
All part of the great plan. He doesn't know.
Fight Cafe, apparently. I feel like Cafe and Lizardman should actually be sort of okay with one another.
Well,
Cafe is all
they
about
live in
balance and stuff.
different continents and have
guess.
no interaction whatsoever. So, you'd think, yeah.
They are both like forces of order.
Mhm. Yeah. But Cathay's whole introduction here was always a bit murky. Like, why does Loki fail that? Why did he invade Cathay?
Very rich.
But it is underdeveloped. Too. But probably the reason Nakai is here is because no one else really was.
That's certainly true.
And someone said, "Well, who do we put here? Nakai, maybe?
Maybe.
You know, can we put Nakai here? Is that good?"
Oh. Or the end of the turn?
Yes, this is just exactly what it was. I guess
Yes.
before the end of the turn.
Let's try again, I suppose.
Or otherwise, Jones, you make a save now, and if it doesn't work, maybe you rehost.
Oh, maybe. Maybe it's because I'm hosting.
Sure.
At least it's better than Crashes, right?
Yeah,
I
that's
guess
true.
so. I made a save.
Mhm.
It's for impact.
Grit your teeth.
Yeah.
Mm. I'll talk to you,
Hey.
Scott Brand. I'm going to kill you.
Decisive defeat. Oh, you retreat over the river somehow, and now you attack my settlement. And also Skaven. Not entirely unexpected.
I feel like this was exactly why you didn't want to do what you're doing.
I mean, it actually went incredibly well. Like they only have remnants remaining. Like I've won this one.
It's mopping up.
Yeah. And the extra land certainly is helping my economy a lot.
It's good land.
Still a valiant defeat.
Daniel Dostan. Hasut anunku. Gruntagrum. Dakuas da Elgramus. Ula Kubelu. Sardu. Nei. Wadel. Rikazen. Zista Artugal Arabrin. Debarak Arink. Zul Unajar. Thaumansia Nuntu. Hasut anunku.
I finally researched extended shifts.
Yes.
And that just gave me like an extra 2,000 gold a turn.
Very good.
Nice.
Which gives every one of those the scavenger hovels of the outposts gives them an extra 50.
Hmm. Let me see. This technology you speak of.
On the
Oh yeah, that one.
middle left side on the
I
left.
mean, we would already have it.
It's
yeah.
really good. Good. Blood boiling sacrifices. Like those.
Astragoth Zolahu. Astragoth Arax.
Forward, ostrich man.
Bring more of your glorious ostriches to the world.
Yes.
I don't know what
Yes.
happened. Now my
Gazvin Takathid.
production of armaments sped up a lot.
Yeah, well, maybe you had some upgrades like simmering. They take a while.
It's true. It means that I now earn like 1,000 per turn, which is
Nice.
more than I feel like I need.
Oh, it just means that you can make more.
Add more buffs
Yeah,
to
I might,
things.
I might turn off some of my buffs.
What?
Just to stock up more armaments.
Sure, sure.
What do you need them for, though?
To build more sorcerer buildings. I want 2 more sorcerer slots at least. And I also just need more unit slots.
Yeah, it's true.
Fair enough. I have that thing that automatically slowly upgrades my number of fireborns. I have a lot of those. I just
Yeah.
haven't built them. You know.
Anfa Adrimazul.
We're pretty good.
Maybe we can
Gorndok.
buy some
With
weapons.
Unbreakable, I shouldn't feel like they're not worth it. They'll just instantly vanish.
Can only sell that.
Then again, I'm adding a fireborn construction building to every large city I have because it gives a garrison unit, it gives research rate, and it lets me recruit fireborn, which means that if I'm like in trouble, I can just put a bunch of those down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And at the level 3 version, it also gives you sorcerer slots, which can be handy.
Damn sorcerers.
Demnin Magas.
This army is not that hot these days. It definitely needs to go back and do some retooling here. Hecton did good once upon a time, but he's sort of, you know, he's old and don't really have what it takes anymore. Well, let's send you back right here.
Aksuardugal. Gromadrazul. Zibatu Tafleg. Borgit. Drone. Izidu. Hutmakas Beta. Tumlet. Shar Unkuz.
Lightning strike is done.
Drars Daumen Cisaras.
It's good. It's good. Mm.
Hapru. Takarazan Taraza. Shadows Kubelu at the marks is scanned. Denise cat.
This guy has actually expanded quite a bit.
He is. Wait, what is this? Interesting. All right, we'll fight this.
Okay, interesting.
It's hobgoblins and mortar. That's
We've
my
got a
army.
we've got a Dreadquake, yeah. And the batteries.
Yeah, the question is, can all those orcs hold against those two spearmen?
Yeah.
That's the question.
I mean, that is such a weird army. It has like Skaven slaves in there.
Allied skill. You see to the needs of the Dark Elves. But the repeated bolt thrower. Don't really have an answer to that.
I don't think we need an answer to that. I'm not gonna lose sleep over it shooting orcs. Also, we got the high ground. Okay.
We will outshoot a lot of things from up here. Turns out.
Yeah, you get this one. You get this one. We're just gonna sit on this hill. Let them out so the aura covers everyone. I also have a lot of magic on this guy, so that should be good. Maybe we go back a bit more.
Oh.
Yeah. Don't forget the Dreadquake over there.
It can drive.
Oh, it can drive too.
Can drive. Even have it up here actually.
Screw around.
Give a starting salvo.
It's what a war wagon should be.
Yeah.
Iron Daemon. It's the one that has the flame cannon in front.
Those
Loaded
Skaven
by
slave
ogres.
slingers, they have funky colors when you zoom out a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, they do. Oh, clown patches. Look at that.
Well, dragon coming in, so let's shoot you out of here. Shoot you! Whee! Help!
He's coming. He's Plague of Rust.
Ah, good.
Yeah. And let's add a
Do it, Archers, do it.
final transmutation on top.
I think the Dreadquake just
No,
sort of
no.
tried a little bit there.
Don't do that now.
Shoot!
Oh,
Oh, it's a full hit. Oh man,
Ooh, that was good.
that was pretty good.
I mean, this dragon is being an issue though.
It is a dragon. Got pretty good at the. Got pretty decent damage from the shooting. You just need to keep pouring in.
Yep. Oh yeah, that's good.
Utazula Elgramus!
Oh, dagger's coming. Shoot him. Oh, that shot was incredible.
The big shotguns in front of this train actually did pretty good there.
So rip that unit apart.
Breath attack. Hurt.
Orcs, turn around quick. Okay. Yeah, the orcs, they've got no leadership. They'll just be frontline, I guess.
Come on, one shot, and then it can drive away. Oh boy.
What's left, really? These dark riders, I guess.
I mean, the bolt thrower has used most of its ammo, but it almost also killed the Iron Demon Dreadquake. So they're pretty good at that.
Oh, yeah, wow. Right, cool stuff. Yeah, kill that Reaper. Basically took him out in one shot. That looks...
One dude dropped. Yes, very good.
60 kills on one of the orcs? Ow.
That's interesting, yeah.
Skaven slaves, maybe?
Yeah,
Oh, well.
probably. The only way.
Looks like we lost our goblin to the breath attack of the dragon.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
fine.
Should have the Iron Demon can make an army that's pretty trash.
Yeah, it was that and like the other active abilities I had. And the wizard.
You just need to hold, buy time for it. It'll do work.
Honestly, some armies you can just kite around.
Alright. The chaosification of Cathay here is not... it's not making it very pretty, but
Efficient.
very efficient.
Who's Drachma and Corsa and Garni? Who's our roof, Runglith, Nemwat?
Trade agreement. Sure. Dear friends, the Van Heimlings. United against us, the Lore Masters. High Elves are being pulled in now. Yes, I can kind of see them over there.
Close victory, medium casualties. I'll take it.
Lakash, Migdal. Razov, Barikazan. Halagietal.
Do.
Legionaries, Arak.
Oh,
On.
Again!
protected. Why?
Are
Do you want to
you...
host again?
I could try.
I don't see how that could make a difference, but
Are you on wireless or something? Some shit, something
No.
shaky?
no.
Hmm.
Ultimate Christ. Forever with it inside our grasp.
It will.
Reach,
It
reach
will.
forward.
I'm starting to doubt it will ever happen.
Reach forward. Yeah.
It might happen on the long victory, which will still take a while. I need like 30 other places.
Uh huh.
Does it exist? Is it real?
Was it a dream?
It's a real thing. They announced it, implemented it, and just never made a trigger for it. Just
No.
because it's not real. It doesn't actually exist.
Well, it exists. It's just there's no way to get to it.
Saved them a lot of time not having to make it.
That would be a business model. Advertise all these cool gameplay features, and then just say, "Oh, it's a bug that they're currently not working."
Oh no, it's in there. You just haven't found it yet.
Yeah,
It's a secret.
yeah.
ARG. We threw a box in the ocean. Once you find it, there's a code that leads to the next clue.
I mean, yeah. That's a way to do it.
Here is your only clue. It's a ticking clock.
The ticking clock.
Now, what does it mean?
Yeah, well, that's up for you to decide.
More laborers. Always more.
Yes.
Can we let this Pyrrhic victory? I'll lose a bunch of orcs. I will not lose sleep over that.
That's only
I lose
common.
nothing.
Head back there. Pretty good. Do we have anything left to conquer here? Don't actually. We'll siege these. We'll seize them. Oh, don't have the money. What? Why is it grayed out? Hello?
Hello.
Oh. This is grayed out. I can't establish a outpost here for some reason.
Well, I found a place that Grease's Hall couldn't have anything but an outpost.
Oh, it's defied blood grounds. That's why. Where's the...
Oh, I'm not sure to kill the
Okay.
Kernach. I will let you handle that. I will repair more Cayman floating village when you're done, but I really don't want to fight those beastmen, you see?
Fine.
Fighting
we'll do
beastmen
it.
is so fun, though.
We'll do it together.
Fine, we will deal with this then, I suppose.
Dagbin Sepu! Sutharayu! Hashut Renkidren! Astragoth Julahu!
Alright, Astrogoth is now perched pretty well here. Might be time to go against Beligar.
Shar Unkuz!
He's very powerful.
Aye! Ishtak Astal Wantoras!
Like to have Sartosa, that'd be fun.
I would.
White Dwarf. Sail the seas together with Black Buckthorn over there.
Afrinko! Moving! Sterling!
There you go. All resources spent, but the influence.
Need more material production now because I am still gaining a lot, but you know, could always have more. That's what I feel.
Yeah. All these towers that need upgrading.
Oh boy,
Factories too.
so much. I think Western Balance is going to be the big new worker camp. It has good space for it. Good space.
What? These
My worker camps are in the mountains, so the Ivory Road, not Block Country.
Fair enough.
That's where we produce
Oh,
the minerals.
actually, we should go down here because you belong to this guy. Yes, you do. So you got assassinated at some point, and I didn't notice.
Drongida!
That's okay.
Really shows how essential that character was. To
I have a lot to manage, you know, these days.
Dalabdanu!
Valiant defeat.
Hmm.
Think we should play this. Do we have enough time for a stretched out settlement battle?
We can do one more. I need to go in like 20 minutes. We could
can
probably
make the
beat it in
total
20.
too.
I don't know if we can beat it in 20.
Oh. Well, if we can't, then we'll make a save here, I suppose.
Actually, no, I don't see how this is even a valid defeat. I'm just gonna let him take it. It's fine.
Daula intimidash pama parag. Udmish fadis agruldraf tagdatapash.
You know? Not doing a defensive alliance with you because you're silly.
So instead of defending his home territory, Snickercheer went like to the other side of the mountain and is just raising random settlements of mine now?
More fun for him.
I guess.
That's it.
Oh. Well, my convoy has met dwarfs, and the two options I have is fight to gain cargo or fight to gain cargo.
Ah.
Yep.
Either slaughter sounds nice or a massacre it is. Okay. But there,
Happened a bunch of times to me.
I clicked the button and there's no battle. Okay.
No, sometimes that also happens. More often than not, actually.
Strange. Well, that must be the intended way this goes, because there are no bugs in this game.
That's what I've heard, yeah.
Completed.
It is
Released,
perfect.
as they say, out of beta,
Yeah.
functioning as intended.
I've heard that, yeah.
How is a magical forest a suitable climate for us?
Well, it was a
Anything.
natural forest.
Yeah, exactly. Anything can be suitable, remember?
True, okay.
Anacron formation. Make things like is our Anacron.
Alright, Malagor. We're gonna have some words, you and I.
Stiff drink. Firm handshake.
Yeah, firm handshake and understanding. Yes?
My axe thirsts for war.
I know it's a joke, but actually it's really annoying when people have a very like a very crappy handshake. Shake their hand, it's just like have a limp fish and you're like, oh,
Yeah, the limp fish is
why? Why did you go with this? What is this supposed to mean?
the limp fish is unfortunate.
Maybe they're nervous. Maybe it's
Maybe.
sort of
There's also the other way around where they just crush it, like they try to be manly and firm and then just, you know, do it way too hard. You're like, dude, like, come on.
yeah. I get that in theory. It just hasn't happened to me.
Alright, sure. Maybe you're the one who crushes.
Yeah,
I am the one who crushes.
Yes.
the Crusher. That's what they call you behind your back.
Honestly, they're worse. Probably worse name. If I had to pick one, you know.
I am the crusher.
But
Gorndok.
no,
I agree, though.
I met someone at the hospital, like a future colleague, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I shook her hand, and she just, it was like, you know, it was just sort of there, her hand,
Yeah.
was hanging slightly. There was no grip,
No.
no shake of any kind. Just
No.
she, you know, she pushed it out to me. She was the one who offered the handshake, and then
Yeah.
it's just like a, yeah, I don't know.
Well, you see, Manikai, she didn't offer you a handshake, she offered you her hand. Here you go.
Take it.
But that, like, I should expect.
Oh, I know what you mean. I'm not a big fan of those dead fish handshakes either. Makes you suspicious.
Yeah, I don't know. Or I guess returned. Time of the Lamia Slayers, Southern Lamia.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting choice. To unify that province, I would have to kill Rockgar as well.
How unfortunate.
It's dinosaurs. Work in mines, right?
Yeah, they can do quite well in
Minus
mines.
sauce.
Minosaurs, yes.
We like those because they look like bowls.
Another valiant defeat. This might be more realistic, though. I think we should do this next time.
Alright, let's make a save here then.
'Cause I need to stop Snick rampaging through my land here.
Stop the rat.
Just to show you what we're up against.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, we could do
It's-
that. Probably.
Can be tricky.
See, I have some black card in there. That's nasty.
He's fortunately not a caster lord, so
Yeah.
you won't just spam lightning. Warp fire throws are nasty. Don't really have a way to deal with those.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the Medusa, Blood Wreck Medusa.
Do we have any mortar support? Not really.
No mortars here.
It's a kill as much as we can sort of battle, and then
I mean, the
we'll
Ultra
do our
Dwarf is a
best.
valiant defeat, which generally suggests it's possible.
oh, he does have an engineer actually, so that really doesn't like
He does have engineering.
and blackguard.
He does, yeah.
That's
Alright,
rough
We'll
one.
see.
All right, we'll
see.
see you next time. All right, thanks people for watching. We will catch you next week. Nice weekend. Bye.
Bye.